Time for a beer review. A bit of a location change for this one. This is the final of the Straffe Hendrik beers. This is the quadruple. Comes in at 11%. This is a bit of a revisit as I already done the review of this beer and accidentally deleted part of the footage. So in that review I was mentioning how to compare it against a slightly more aged version, hence this one. This is I don't know, 6 to 8 months older than the one I had actually reviewed, so there won't be a huge change in character of the beer. We've got the nice De Haveman crown cap along with the others. Same design on the bottle. A bit of malt on the nose. It's not a hoppy beer, so there's not going to be a lot of aroma coming off of hops. It is all going to be malts and age and yeast and temperature. Big head as you'd expect with a Belgian. Plenty of carbonation. It is a dark brown with hints of ruby. It's not too clear in here because I've got a fluorescent light. Not getting a huge lot through their billowy head at the minute. But she'll cut back. A little bit of caramel on the darker side, something roasty caramel, maybe a little bit treacle but sort of slightly on the burn. And the malt, no, this is not going to be a beer. There's a little bit of bitterness there but not too much. Most of that is sort of on the top from the head. It's quite a light mouthfeel. I mean, for 11%, there is alcohol there, but not a huge lot. You wouldn't necessarily take it for a quad, the sort of alcohol level. You could quite easily let it sneak up on you. Some caramel notes. See what what else we get as it warms up in the mouth. It's very sweet, sweeter than I was expecting. It's not as complex flavours as some quads. There's a little sort of lingering bitterness there. Maybe some off the carbonation, giving it a slight little acidic tarty tang from the gas rather than, but it is sweet. Maybe a little bit of plum. I think on the last one I think I was picking up pear skin near the end when it warmed. Obviously this is, although this is a fridge, it is not set to chill beers down as low as a conventional fridge. It's currently sitting at around 14, so it is around about the cellar temp for various beers. A little bit come back on sort of a sugared plum, a little bit of fig, not quite as rich as fig, but there is some figginess to it. I think that would be more evident if the beer was, say, at room temperature warmed up. It is a big beer, it's not one for barbecues. You know, this is your night in front of the log fire, maybe with a nice cigar or some chocolates, some Belgian chocolates. Sipping away the bitter sweetness of the beer coupled with some nice sweet chocolate. Some of the sweetness I was picking up originally seems to have gone. So it is deceptive. On the last time I done this, I thought as a quad goes it wasn't as complex as some, but maybe because this one is a little bit older, some of those flavours have developed more. You do get not a treacly, but definitely like you know, the toffee apples. You get that burnt toffee, sweet toffee note. I think on the other one when I had it there was more sort of similar tartness that you get with a raspberry lambic, but with this one having a little bit of age, it has brought out some little different characters that may be in the fresh beer but are not as noticeable. As other flavours have gone and settled down, other ones have come to the forefront, which is the nice thing about these beers. I've got a few that are, you know, high on the ABV but become more interesting with age. A bit like myself really. Anyway, this is another of the 3 beers sponsored by beersofeurope.co.uk, where you can find this and many other fine beverages, along with some glassware as well. So, this has been the Straffe Hendrik Quad, which is the most potent of the 3 beers of the type I have reviewed. I still think I favour the more fruity of the original of the Wild, which again I have another one of those back there that's going to do some age. So we'll see what that one comes up in the future video. We'll do a review of an aged Wild maybe next year when the next batch comes out. But this is, you see now again it's changed. Give it a little break, come back to it, not getting those bitter notes now, and getting more mellow sweetness. This is a beer to take your time with. Okay, so I shan't take any more of your time up. If you want to enjoy this or other similar beers, I'll leave a link down below in the comments box. Just above that will be the description of the beer and where you can find it. Okay, cheers till the next one.